Have you ever noticed that you can say the same boundary in two different ways? And one version sounds calm and normal, while the other somehow sounds rude, even if the words are almost identical. Here's the strange part. The rude version usually is not about the limit itself. It is about the hidden signals around the limit. Your tone, your pacing, how much you explain, and whether you accidentally sound like you are asking for permission. Let's break this down using one simple framework. Part 1. What is a boundary, really? A boundary is not a moral verdict on the other person. It is not, you are being unreasonable. It is simply a description of what you will and will not do. Think of it like a fence with a gate. The fence is the limit. The gate is the acceptable way to interact with you. So instead of debating whether someone's request is fair, you state the shape of the fence. I can talk for 10 minutes. I am not available tonight. I do not do last-minute favors. Part 2. The hidden mechanism is uncertainty. Why do boundaries get awkward? Because uncertainty triggers negotiation mode. If your limit sounds soft or ambiguous, people naturally try to explore it, not because they are bad, but because the boundary did not land as a clear object. Overexplaining often creates this uncertainty. You think you're being polite, but your brain is accidentally adding, "unless you convince me." Part 3. The neutral tone trick is to start with connection, not conflict. Most people think you have to choose between being kind and being firm, but you can do both by separating warmth from compliance. One simple pattern is appreciation, then limit, then optional alternative. Thanks for thinking of me. I can't make it this weekend.
I'd love to do next week if that works. Notice what happened. You did not start by pushing them away. You started by agreeing with the relationship, and then you placed the limit. Part 4. The core concept is the 3-part boundary. Here is the framework stated like a sentence template you can listen for in real life. First, acknowledge. Second, state the limit. Third, offer a path forward if you genuinely want one. Acknowledge sounds like, "That makes sense," or "I get why you asked," or "Thanks for inviting me." The limit sounds like, "I'm not available," or "I can't take that on," or "I'm gonna head out at 9." The path forward sounds like, "I can do a shorter version," or "Try me next week," or "Send me the details and I'll take a look tomorrow." It is a little like closing one door while opening another. The relationship stays open even if the request does not. Part 5. Everyday examples so you can feel the difference. If someone interrupts you, you might say, "I want to hear this, and I'm going to finish this sentence first." That "and" matters. It keeps you from sounding like you are scolding them. If someone asks for a favor you do not want to do, you can say, "I can't help with that, but I can point you to someone who might." Or, even simpler, "I can't help with that. I hope you find a good solution." If someone invites you to something you do not want, a clean version is, "That sounds fun. I'm going to pass this time. Thank you for the invite." Part 6. Handling pushback without a debate. What most people miss is the difference between explaining, justifying, and repeating. Explaining is one calm sentence that adds clarity. "I have an early morning." Justifying is when you keep adding evidence like you are in court. That invites counter-arguments. Repeating is when you restate the boundary with the same shape, like a lighthouse flashing the same signal. If they push, it can use a humble line that lowers defensiveness. "I might be wrong, but I don't think I can make that work." Then repeat the limit. Same fence, same gate. And watch the common failure mode. Over-apologizing. A quick "sorry" can be polite. 5 apologies can sound like you did something wrong. A boundary is not a crime. It is scheduling and energy management. Part 7. The bigger insight. A good boundary is not a dramatic moment. It is a small, clear piece of information delivered with respect.
You are not trying to win, you are trying to be legible. If you enjoy exploring the hidden mechanics of everyday conversation, subscribe. And if there's a specific boundary scenario you want to understand, tell me what it is and we'll unpack it.